Y le doy la palabra al representante del Líbano.
Mr. President, allow me at the outset to express my delegation's appreciation for the remarkable efforts made by the Peruvian presidency and your able leadership of the Council throughout the ongoing month of April. I also thank you for convening this important open debate, your esteemed team for the concept note prepared, and the briefers for their pertinent presentations. Mr. President, this debate is of particular importance to my country, but also for the Arab region as a whole. Some 60% of the population in our region is under 25 years of age, making it one of the most youthful regions in the world. Yet, quite unfortunately, it is also a region where optimism and zeal are waning among the youth. Mounting political frustration, lack of economic opportunities, and diverse social challenges are regretfully depriving youth from the spark of hope. In Lebanon, and in spite of the government's dedicated efforts on addressing pressing economic challenges, the overall impact of the lack of economic opportunities on youth is tangible. These have also been exacerbated by the economic repercussions of the Syrian displacement situation. As of August 2017, unemployment rates stood at 25%, with youth unemployment rates at 37%. Whilst around 35,000 young people graduate from university annually, only 5,000 jobs are found. That is only 1 for every 7 graduates. The numbers are telling and also reflect certain social repercussions of this economic challenge, particularly in the growing figures of migration to other countries for job seeking. Among youth, lack of opportunity and hope can be a recipe for disaster. One expectable, albeit worrisome, byproduct of economic, social, and political frustrations is desperate resort to radical ideas and beliefs, in certain cases conducive to violent extremism. Hence the question, what factors could promote and support young people's active involvement in building peace, preventing violence, and contributing to positive social cohesion? To begin with, national governments should assume their share of the responsibility. The central role of youth in peace building and sustainable development needs to be recognized and integrated in relevant policy making. As far as Lebanon is concerned, I'm glad to highlight the National Youth Policy, which was endorsed by the government in 2012. This policy was a key milestone in our national efforts to empower youth and address their concerns. The final product was the fruit of joint efforts by young women and men from civil society organizations, political parties, universities, and high schools, and those of relevant ministries, in particular the Ministry of Youth and Sports, in addition to United Nations agencies. Adjacently, civil society shoulders a considerable responsibility with regards to youth empowerment and their ultimate contribution to peace and security. Social media also offers youth a platform to express their hopes, fears, and political, economic, and social grievances. In this respect, Lebanon boasts a vibrant and powerful civil society and an open press and social media space, where youth-led communities being particularly active. These are opening doors for youth to have a growing and impactful presence in the public sphere. The ongoing parliamentary electoral process testifies to that impactful presence, as we are witnessing an unprecedented level of participation and involvement of young men and women, civil society activists included, in all various aspects of the process. Mr. President, terrorism and violent extremism conducive to it are among the most alarming threats to international peace and security today. Young women and men are present on the different sides of this global challenge. They are victims, perpetrators, but also solution providers. It is imperative that youth become at the center of the national counterterrorism and PVE strategies, but also international endeavors on these two interrelated subjects. During the negotiations over the biennial resolution on the global counterterrorism strategy in June 2016, Lebanon was one of the leading countries that sought to include in the text references to the decisive role of youth in the prevention of terrorism, in particular through education. Education is, without doubt, a tool of immense importance. It becomes even more so when it ingrains the values of openness, tolerance, and promotes critical thinking. I wish to conclude my remarks by taking this opportunity to inform the esteemed Council that on the 27th of March, just a few days ago, the Lebanese government officially endorsed Lebanon's national strategy for preventing violent extremism. Youth empowerment is one of the 9 core pillars of this strategy. I wish to quote former US President Herbert Hoover, who famously said, "Older men declare war, but it is the youth that must fight and die." If the youth are enabled to play their well-deserved role in decision-making, if they are provided the chance to have their say on matters of peace and security, a safer, more peaceful world is more likely to emerge, ascend, and prosper. Thank you, Mr. President.
Le agradezco al representante del Líbano por su declaración.